Hey you, thanks for clicking on this video. Okay, so I'm just gonna get straight to the point. I think I had like a revelation today. I was listening to Dr. Miles Monroe's teaching. So it's Sunday while I'm recording this video, and he was basically asking his church audience, like, how much time do you have left? Like, do you know? Because nobody knows how much time they have left, right? He's passed now, rest in peace to Dr. Miles Monroe, but he was basically asking, like, how much time do you have left? And the reason that something clicked is because I feel like I plan a lot. Like, I plan everything I do. I plan. And like, you're planning so much, you're not actually living. I've been wanting to create my personal vlog YouTube channel, and I always put it off because I have like a music channel, and while that is a big part of me, I also have like different aspects of me that I feel like I don't really get to show. It's one of those things where I realized that I was always concerned about what people thought of me. That's still something I work on daily, and I'm at the point now where I can like freely say I don't care as much what people think of me. Not in an arrogant way, but just in a way of like, I know that I'm enough because I love myself and I appreciate who I am and who I'm growing every day to be. And so I'm at the point where I'm not as concerned if I do something, if people are gonna like it, or if I post something, if people are gonna like, all of those petty things that we pay attention to. I'm at the point where I'm like, hey, I'm actually loving who I am, who I've become. I can appreciate myself for that, and I can embrace myself for that, and I can applaud myself for getting to that point. So I wanted to make this video because, like I said, I've been trying to start a personal vlog YouTube channel, and I will always put it off. And Dr. Miles Monroe was basically like, well, how much time do you have? Like, how much are you gonna wait? Like, it's never gonna be perfect. You just have to start, right? So I just wanted to talk to whoever it is out there, okay? If you're listening, if you're watching this video, just like, don't put off what you can do today to tomorrow, when there is never really ever going to be a perfect time. Something is going to come up, something is going to happen that's going to require your attention, or just little things like that in life that will come about. So just stop putting things off, stop planning so much is what I've told myself, and actually start living. Like, if you want to travel, if you want to take that trip, go ahead and take the trip. I'm from Africa, so I love warm weather, and I've just been wanting to travel to places like that, like to the island. And I always put it off, and then after putting it off for a while, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go now. And then COVID happened, and I'm like, okay, after COVID. And it's like, well, now it's like almost 2 years into COVID, and it's like, when, you know what I mean? So I booked my ticket. That sermon by Dr. Miles Monroe just got me in good spirits, and I actually clicked the record button on my camera, and I said, you know what? I've been wanting to start my channel and just connect with girls that are like me, connect with young women that are like myself, that have the similar ambitions, similar interests, similar likes, and just connect with people. So I'm actually going to do it. So I actually click the record button on my channel, and here it is. Not saying that you should just be like, oh my god, like, all over the place and not have structure, because structure is important. We all need structure in our lives, and being organized is important in life. But what I'm saying is, sometimes we're just focused so much on the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, that we forget to actually execute and like live up to what we want to do. You know what I mean? And nothing is ever going to be perfect, so let's stop striving for perfection and just be happy and live our lives. There was a time back in 2020 when we went into lockdown, and we had like a lot of time to ourselves, where I started to have moments of like self-doubt, and moments where I like felt unfulfilled. When you have so much, when you want to accomplish so many things and you feel like you haven't gotten there yet, I started to have this feeling of not being fulfilled, and that's a really sucky feeling. That's a really like awkward place to be in. So realize people, places, or things that don't make you happy, or that make you feel bad or down on yourself. Like, if there are external factors, like people, for example, that are in your environment or around you that don't necessarily bring out the best in you or support your journey on becoming a new and better improved you, or if they're negative towards you and don't understand you want to make a change for yourself or better yourself, then it's okay to cut ties with those people. It may be hard, yeah, especially if you've had a relationship with those people for a long time, but people, places, or things that do not support or contribute positively to your growth as a person, it's okay to let that go. My whole thing is just wanting to live my best life. So whatever that entails, like if there's someone who's gonna pour positively and pour education or pour resources or pour knowledge into me, like, I'm appreciative of that, and I'll keep that person in my circle. I'm thankful that I didn't really have negative people in my life. It was more of an internal thing. It's more of like me sometimes doubting myself. Lastly, stop caring about the opinions of others. I can almost bet that sometimes the things we don't do is because we care what outsiders would think or say about us, when at the end of the day, the people who matter to you the most, they're not going to care. They're not going to judge you because they know you. And the people who judge you the most, they don't really matter because they're not important to your life in the first place, and number two, they don't really know you. Like, social media got everyone thinking that they know everybody. You don't know the person, you don't know what they're going through, you don't know X, Y, and Z. So the people who are judging you, 9 times out of 10, they should not matter in how you pursue your life, what you do in your life, and the steps you take to get yourself to your next level. So I just want you to know that, like, stop caring about the opinions of others. If you're thinking of doing something, if you're thinking of, it doesn't have to be like starting a channel or anything, whatever it is you're thinking of doing in life, don't let anything stop you. Don't let opinions of others stop you. Don't let yourself and your self-doubt stop you, because no matter how polished we look on the outside, we all have flaws and we all have insecurities, and those insecurities can impact how we live in our life and how we move forward in our day-to-day activities and what we do for ourselves and what we think of ourselves. So know that you're beautiful, know that you're amazing, know that you're important, and know that there's literally only one you on the surface of this planet. Like, that alone should just tell you, like, oh, don't worry about the what ifs. Just worried about what you can do, what you're in control of. Because at the end of the day, like, if you can't do anything about it, then it shouldn't worry you in the first place. You should only worry about what you can change, and then let everything else take care of itself. The whole premise of my video is basically saying, like, we don't have forever. Like, everybody know we're gonna live, and then it's gonna, you know what I mean? Like, it's a cycle. Like, it's gonna happen. So you might as well make this the best that you can possibly be. You're writing your own movie, or you're writing your own book of your life. What do you want that to look like? What do you want the chapters to look like? And just make the plan and pursue that, but don't overthink everything, and don't plan so much that you lose sight of living in the now. The year is fresh. If January was a little shaky for you, you can start over, get to it and do it, okay? I'll talk to you later. Bye.